What's up? I got a problem. Well, you already know what time it is. Some people that don't know, you already know what I'm about to talk about. What I said on Twitter yesterday. I want to talk about this Lions situation with Slay and Diggs and Harrison. Um, they all was complaining about how Matt Patricia's his antics. Like, they didn't like his antics. They didn't like how he went about things and things like that. Like, he said this and the way he came at players and I can't play in this technique and all that. Slay, we already know what the Slay situation is. He's complaining or whatever about what Matt Patricia said. And I'm like, I'm not defending Matt Patricia, but Slay, like, if you get mad over something like that, he only doing that to motivate you so you could be better. Because Slay, he really up in here acting like he had a great season, and he did not. Like, I could pull up plenty of film of him getting barbecue chicken for like a whole 30 minutes. Like, he getting cooked all day long. Like, when Patricia called him out on the bad plays that he made, he only doing that so you could correct them and make yourself better. I don't understand it. Don't most coaches do that? Well, I ain't gonna say most, but I know a lot of coaches that do that. They'll pull up the film that you getting exposed so you can correct your mistakes. You know, like bad foot placement or bad hip turns or something like that. You know, I know he said, like, get off his dick or something like that, but, like, come on, man. Come on. You about Slay about almost 30 years old, and he up in here crying about that, and then he cried about playing in the snow, well, practicing in the snow. Like, I understand why the coaches don't want you around. They don't want you around because you acting soft, man, and they want to toughen you up. And Diggs, he just got tired of hearing Matt Patricia. Like, I like Quandre Diggs, man. I like him as a player. But come on, man. Come on. Like, y'all complaining about what the coach is saying and all that and his tactics or the way he telling y'all to run extra at the practice or something like that. That just to toughen this team up, to be honest with you. I know Matt Patricia not perfect and he deserves every criticism that he get almost. But some things like the intangibles is why this team can't do anything. And then Snacks Harrison gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, I was hell bent to get out of Detroit because such and such and such and such." And then when the fans call him out on his bullshit, he want to sit up here and try to clean it up and talk about some, "I'm a good guy," and see players trying to defend me, say he's a nice guy and all that other nonsense. I'm like, you hell bent to get out of here, but you was so hell bent to get that contract. You was hell bent to hold out and get that contract, huh? Like, come on. And then you underperformed last year. Granted, you wasn't healthy. We understand that. But so is a lot of players. Every player on the team is banged up. Except players that don't play at all. Even backups and stuff get banged up. So, again, that's no excuse, man. You had a down year. This coaching staff had a down year. The players had a down year. Y'all all accountable for our L's this year. Like, for real. I could pull up film on Quandre Diggs getting barbecue chicken, too. And I could pull up film that Snacks Harrison was getting bulldozered over. Like, getting knocked on his ass. I could pull all this shit up if I want to. I'm not saying I'm a professional football player, but I could pull all this shit up. I seen the shit with my own two eyes. I seen it with my own two eyes that a lot of players y'all messed up on. I seen it with my own two eyes on TV. And on TV shows a lot of things. I seen it. I seen it live when it happened. Like, no, man. And then y'all want to sit up here. I know the Lions organization is not perfect. Martha Ford haven't done the best job or any Ford for that matter, have done no good job of bringing this team a championship. The only player that have the right to be bitching and complaining and pissing and moaning is Matthew fucking Stafford. He got every right to do so. he got every right to be bitching and complaining. You know why? Because he's the quarterback, one. Two, he's the reason why he been carrying this sorry-ass team for over a decade. And I know we haven't won anything, but is that really number 9 fault? Or is that the organization fault? And the players' fault for letting us down? I think it's both. At the end of the day, the one gets screwed at the end is the fans because they paying money to go see your ass play. They paying money, they using their hard-earned money to see you play and to see the team win. I don't want to hear multimillionaires crying about, oh, it's too hard to play on this team, man. I can't do this and I can't do that. Man, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Jesus. I hate pussy-ass players, man. I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand soft-ass players. That shit drives me insane. This shit drives me nuts. When people be like, it's too cold to be practicing outside. I don't want to run any more laps after practice or during practice. It's too much work. Man, get out of here. They so used to getting pampered. Well, Slade and they so used to getting pampered by Caldwell that when a coach try to get them in better shape and try to have them focus more mentally, they just start bitching. I'm not defending Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia's a terrible coach in my opinion. He sucks. But you can't win when the players don't want to at least try to do their job, at least attempt to do their job. Shit, we do jobs every day that we don't like to do. We work with people every day we don't like working with. You know what I mean? People I wanted to slap the fuck out of when I worked with. I'm not making nowhere near as much money as you, but you bitching and complaining. And you bitching and complaining in a city that's known for blue-collar, hard-working motherfuckers. None of us want to hear your bullshit excuses. When you making multi-millions of dollars and we sitting up here barely getting by on minimum wage, half of us getting by barely on minimum wage or just a little bit above that. We barely getting by. We barely can survive out here. While you motherfuckers eating large and driving, being in yacht boats and fucking driving extravagant cars and shit and living in mansions and shit, living the good life, and y'all sitting up here bitching about 1 or 2 plays or a technique you can't be in. But y'all so hell-bent on this country. I'm getting frustrated, man. Y'all really irritate my soul. This shit is annoying as fuck. And whoever defends this shit, I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. I'm so sick of this soft-ass shit. Like I said, the only player got every right to bitch and complain is Matthew Stafford. He never had a consistent fucking defense, ever. The Lions had the worst defense in the past fucking decade. We had the worst defense we had the worst defense in the past decade, bro. Like, we had 1 or 2 decent years on defense. Like, okay, every year is like below average defense, like, but we sitting up here bitching and complaining. And these are all defensive players, by the way. We didn't win shit with Slace, Diggs, and Snacks. Why the fuck we so hell-bent to keeping them anyway? We ain't win shit with them anyway. Let's be 100. Let's be 100. I like Slay. And I like Diggs, but come on, man. Let's be real. We haven't won shit. Y'all talking a big game. Where the fuck was y'all in 2016 in the fucking playoffs? Slade, what Darius Slade? Was he even playing? If he was, he didn't show up. Quadri Diggs was injured. He wasn't playing. Snacks had no right to be talking. You haven't done shit for us. Oh, you got a good couple run stops. Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, our defense haven't gotten us to the playoffs. Our coaching haven't gotten us to the playoffs. Our management haven't gotten us to the playoffs. You failed us as fans. You failed us. We don't want to hear this bitching. We don't want to hear it. But that's all I got to say for right now, man. I could say a lot more, but I'm done. I'm out. Peace.